Today, we're talking about something that affects every single one of us who goes online, our personal data. Now, our goal here is simple, to help you understand where your information goes so you can stay aware, stay calm, and stay safe. This isn't about creating fear, it's really just about giving you a little bit of clarity. So let's just dive right in. The big question we're asking today is this. When you're browsing the web, where does all of your online data actually end up? Because it's happening all the time, with every click, every search, and every single scroll. I want you to think of it like this. Every single thing you do online leaves behind what we call a digital footprint. It doesn't matter if you're shopping for something, reading the news, or just watching a funny video, you are generating data. You're not just a passive viewer, you're also quietly sharing little pieces of information about yourself along the way. Okay, so what is this digital footprint exactly? What kind of information are we really talking about here? Let's break that down. A lot of this happens in the background, without us even actively thinking about it. There's the basic stuff, of course, your name, your phone number, your email, but it goes so much deeper. Companies can often know your precise location and what kind of phone or computer you're using. And then there's your online behavior, what you click on, the things you search for, what you end up buying. They can even measure how long you look at something on a screen. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. This data doesn't just get collected and then disappear. Oh no, it goes on a journey. Let's follow the path of just a single click to see what happens next. Here's an example I think we've all experienced at some point. You do a quick online search for, say, running shoes. A few minutes later, you're on a totally different website, maybe scrolling through social media, and what do you see? Ads for those exact shoes. That is not a coincidence. That is your digital footprint in action. So let's look at the four main things that can happen. First, that data is used for advertising, to show you things they hope you'll buy. Second, it's used to build a digital profile of you, a detailed picture of your interests based on your behavior. Third, and this is a big one, your data can be packaged up and sold to other companies. And fourth, your public online activity, things like posts and images, can actually be used to train artificial intelligence systems. Now, it's really important to understand what this all means. Let's talk about why this matters, so we can all be aware of the potential risks in a calm and just factual way. And here is the single most important thing to grasp. All those clicks, searches, and likes, that whole collection of your digital life, well, it becomes a product. It gets packaged and sold, just like any other commodity you can think of. Next, while personalized ads can sometimes feel helpful, they can also subtly influence your choices. I mean, if you're shown the same product over and over again across all these different platforms, it can definitely shape what you decide to buy, sometimes without you even really noticing it. And finally, there is a very real security risk here. If a company that's holding your personal data gets hacked, or if that information is leaked, it could potentially be used for fraud or even identity theft. This is a serious concern and something to just be aware of. Okay, so I know hearing all of this can feel a little unsettling, but the point isn't to feel helpless. It's about learning how to take back a little bit of control. And the good news is there are some pretty simple, practical steps you can take to manage your digital safety. Let's walk through them together. All right, here are 5 things you can do. First, turn off permissions you don't need. Just ask yourself, does this game really need access to my microphone? If the answer is no, turn it off. Second, try to avoid those social logins. When you use Google or Facebook to sign into another site, it's convenient, sure, but it connects all of your activity. Making a separate login is just a safer bet. Third, glance at the privacy policy. You don't have to read the whole thing, but look for keywords like sell, share, or third parties. It'll give you a quick idea of where your data is going. Fourth, think about using privacy-first browsers. Some are specifically designed to block trackers and keep your searches more anonymous. And fifth, when you can, prefer apps that work offline. If an app doesn't need the internet to work, it has way fewer chances to send your data off your device. The core idea behind all of these steps is actually very simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Before you click, before you share, or before you download, just stop, think, and verify. Taking that small pause can make a huge difference. So as we wrap up, let's bring this all together with one final thought, because this isn't just about random bits of data. It's not protecting your digital identity. So what is your digital identity? Well, it's pretty much the virtual version of you. It's built from all that data we've been talking about, your interests, your online habits, your personal information. It's a reflection of who you are, or at least who you appear to be online. This quote right here really gets to the heart of it.
we need to start thinking about our online information with the same care we use for our physical belongings. So protect it, just like you would your wallet, your phone, or your house keys.
The goal is never to be afraid of technology, but to stay informed and to be cautious, because awareness is protection. If you can stay alert, you can stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and if you found this helpful, please consider sharing this information with your family.